facing off against the powerhouse, Knuckles the Echidna.
Hey there everyone, welcome back to another video at Whole Lot of Drawings, where I like to teach you how to draw your favorite characters step by step. Now today we're going to be learning how to draw Knuckles. Now recently I did create a tutorial of how to draw Sonic, so if you do enjoy this tutorial, feel free to check out the Sonic tutorial as well. I'll put the link in the description box below if you're interested. And with that said, let's get started on Knuckles. So we're going to go ahead and start with a circle like we usually do. If you've seen my other videos, then you know that I usually like to start with simple shapes and lines to kind of dictate where things are going to go in the drawing. So I'm going to use a cup as a stencil, and if you want to use something else you can. Otherwise you can also do it freehand if you feel comfortable doing that. But I'm going to start at the top of my page here and just trace around it. And make sure to do this lightly because you don't want to dig into your paper with just sketch lines. Later we will be erasing some of these lines. Okay, so the next step we're going to do is we're going to draw an oval right underneath the circle here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to draw a small oval right underneath the circle here. And then we're going to draw some lines to indicate where his arms and his legs are going to go. So we're just going to draw a line, curved line down, like so. And then the next one is going to be hidden behind his body slightly, so just draw a small line right here. And try to use the side of your pencil when drawing because it is a lot lighter on your paper, so when you're erasing you don't see digging marks into your paper. So then from the oval, just from the side of it, we're going to draw a line down, indicating where his leg is. And then we're going to draw another line right next to it. And now I'm going to draw some ovals here. One's going to be slightly askew here, so it's going to be a diagonal angle. And this one is just going to be completely up straight, so straight oval here. That's indicating where his feet are. Okay, let's get his hands in here. So I'm going to draw circles for where his hands are going to go. Now his hands are relatively big, so don't be afraid to draw big circles. All right, and now some facial lines. It's going to be on the side of this circle here, down, because he's looking this way. Okay, and then toward the middle of your circle, we're going to do a horizontal curve. Make sure to do these lines lightly, like so. So now you have the basic sketch of where everything is going to go. Okay, so we're going to start off with his nose, and that's going to be starting right at this line right here where these two lines intersect. So we're just going to be following that line and curve outward from the circle, like so. Curve round, and then head back toward the circle. Like so. And then just follow that circle upward, but we're going to stop right about here. Now the top is going to just continue along that line here. And then we're going to draw a curve, because this is where his cheek is. Curve like so. Okay, so I just thought I'd get a little closer so you can see it a bit better. And we're going to be adding his nose here. So it's going to curve over those lines here. And it's going to be a triangular shape. But just make sure to round out the points. his eyes, we're going to start curving up with a circle like so. We'll stop about there. And then we're going to curve a little bit. We're going to start outside the circle here, but then we're going to curve down, meeting his nose. Then his eyebrow here is going to be sticking out from the circle, like so. And then meeting the circle line again right here. And then to continue for his second eye, I'm going to draw a little wrinkle right here for his second eye. Then curve up. And if it does make it easier, you can always draw points of where you want your lines to go. So I'm gonna notate that I want his eye to stop right there. And then I'm going to just curve. And again, you can erase things as you go along if you want to. All right, and then I'm going to mark exactly where I want the next line to go. And we'll curve down like so. Okay, so we're gonna get his pupils in here now. So I'm just gonna draw some light ovals, like so. One on this side as well. And then for his head, I'm gonna follow that circle up and then branch off of it. Go past, a little higher past that circle, and then curve. And then again, if you need to do the points, you can. Because we're working on his hair right now, or his spikes, his quills. Okay, so we're just going to connect those here. Now I like to take tiny strokes just to make it a bit easier, but you're more than welcome to always just do one solid line, but little strokes just works for me. Just gives me a bit more control over where my lines are going. Okay, then we're gonna curve upward like so to create a point. And I'm gonna do three lines about where his cheek starts, just to the side of it. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that's where his next quills are going to start. Okay, so I'm just going to curve from that dot down, like so. Okay, and then he's going to have one that starts right by his eye here, so I'm going to draw a dot there, and then just curve down. Okay, and now we're just going to go back up, creating a point here. We're going to meet the next line that you drew. And this is where I'm going to stop because some of his quills are going to be behind his arm. So we don't want to draw over that at the moment because his arm's going to be right over those quills. So we can't forget his mouth here. So I'm just going to draw a curve upward. You can make it open if you want to, or keep it shut like I'm doing. And then just draw a curved line downward. All right, so let's go ahead and work on his body now. So from his neck right here, we're just going to curve along that oval we drew. Just follow it down. And then follow that line you drew previously for his leg. I'm just going to draw that down. And then for his next leg, it's gonna be a line kind of where the bottom of your oval is. Just gonna follow it, but then travel downward. And then for his other leg here, just draw a line down. Okay, and then the other side of the oval for his back, just gonna follow it. And then lead into his leg. Okay, and then for his arm, it's gonna start where his neck is and then travel down. His armpit's right here. Just draw a line that meets that quill right here. And then this is what I meant where his arm is gonna be over the quills we drew earlier. And just draw 2 lines here for the rest of his arm. And then for this arm, I'm just gonna draw 2 lines like so for his next arm. And now he does have a quill on this side as well, so I'm just gonna go ahead and draw that real quick. So it's just a curved line down and then a point meeting the line of his body right here. Okay, and now for his hands, we're just going to draw, because he's wearing those boxing gloves, and draw a horizontal line like so. Then curve down. Okay, and then we'll follow that circle down. That's how big his hand's roughly going to be. Again, it's a guideline, so if you do go past the circle, there's no problem with that. It's just more of a guideline. Okay, then we're just going to draw a curve leading to the other side of his hand and travel downward. Now his fingers are going to be down here, so I'm just going to draw 2 bumps right here. And now his thumb, I'm gonna draw a line right here, and 2 bumps like so, kind of like a sideways bird. And then he does have 2 spikes on his gloves, so we're going to draw those, and those are just downward triangles here. And that curve, kind of like an ice cream cone. And now for this one, it's gonna stick out a little bit, so I'm just gonna draw a curve like so. Triangle. Okay, so for his next hand, we're just going to be drawing a diagonal line down toward his body, and then 2 lines from there. And then we'll curve along with the circle here. Another line down like so. Feel free to pause the video if you do need more time with each step. There's absolutely no shame in doing so. Okay, so from here, we're going to curve, because this is where his fingers are, or his knuckles. So we're going to draw 2 bumps down here like we did with his other hand. And then another bump right here that leads inward, because his hand's in a fist. Okay, and then his thumb, if you want to, you can draw 2 ovals, kind of showing where his thumb is, and then trace around it. shapes are your friend when it comes to figuring out where things go, so don't be afraid to draw more shapes if you need them. All right, and then a line upward like so. 2 lines for the crease the crease of his palm. And then from this line, kind of picture where it's going. So you're not going to draw a line through his thumb here, but just kind of picture where it's going and then start where it left off. And then 1 line right here. And for his spikes on his gloves here, just a triangle like so, and then another triangle right here. Okay, so Knuckles does have a tail as well, so I'm just going to kind of fill that in right here. It's just a curve that leads from his body to his glove right here. And then another one from the beginning of his leg right here to his glove. And then it's kind of behind his glove, so we're just going to continue from behind there. And curve down. Point it out here, and then just travel right back to the glove. Alright, so let's get his shoes in here. We're going to start off with some sideways ovals here. Just like so, on each side. And these are kind of going to be the top of his socks, okay? And we're going to draw 2 lines from those ovals down, both sides. And then from his legs here, I'm just going to connect the bottom here to show that they're going into his socks. For the bottom of his sock here, I'm just going to curve it and connect the 2 lines. Same thing for this one. We're going to stop this line right about here because we're going to need to draw something on the top of his foot here. So it's going to be a flat line leading downward and then curving at the end of your oval here, curving down. I'm just going to create the sole of his foot here and just kind of follow your oval. And then the bottom of his foot, I'm just going to draw a little line right here connecting. Another line right here. And then we're going to go entirely around connecting the 2 lines. Okay? You can round it out if you would like. Then we'll connect it to his sock right here. And now the next shape is going to be a rectangle at the top of his foot. And draw another line like so, and then connect it to the top of his shoe right here. And then another line. And then 2 lines going down. And for some detail for the top of his foot, it's a Lego piece, so you'll just have to draw 6 circles right on top. Okay, so for his next foot, we're going to be following the oval completely around. Round it out at the bottom here. Travel back up. And then for the sole of his foot, I'm going to do 2 lines, like so, down, and then connect it. Follow the same curved line. And then we're going to draw another Lego piece on top of this foot. We're going to start roughly in the middle here. And just draw a curved shape here, and then 2 lines going up toward his sock. And some circles. They don't have to be completely closed if you don't want to. All right, then 2 lines. And then same thing on this side. And now you have his shoes. He does have a shape on his chest here, so we're just going to add that real quick. I'm going to start off right on the side of his body here and then curve upward like so. Come to a point and then curve down. Right back to his body here. Okay, another detail that we can add is the quills here. So we can add a line from where this one continues because they're behind his arm. Just gonna add another line like so, showing that they're behind his arm here. Now for his eyes, you can add some small circles in them here, both on the left side of the eye, and then color them in to add some more detail to it. And now that you have your basic sketch of Knuckles, what you can do is we're going to outline the entire thing in darker pencil. So if you are using the same pencil and don't have a pencil pack like this, you are more than welcome to use the same pencil and just press a bit harder with it to create those darker lines. And then also we're going to erase the sketch lines we did as well to give it that cleaner look. Well, there you have it, everyone. Now you have your very own drawing of Knuckles. And don't forget to sign your work because that does indicate that this drawing is done by you, so congratulations and good job. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please give this video a like. That really helps my channel a lot. And feel free to comment down below and let me know if there's anything you specifically would like to see me draw in any future videos. Just make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell icon down below to be notified of those future videos. So thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all in another video real soon.